Hello crafty friends and welcome to a new crafty video. So today I am in my decor, but it's my craft room, so my mom is here for the week, so the bed is done here. And yeah, it's a different situation, but I wanted to film today because I am preparing for my daughter's carnival, which is on the 17th of February. And 17th, yes, that's it, 17th of February. And so I am beginning to craft something for her, a little costume, if you will. And yeah, so I want to show you what I have in mind. So I work in a library, and regularly we kind of throw out the old magazines that we have that are like 3, 4, 5 years old. And yeah, they were published for a long time, and so nobody touches them anymore and reads them. So when we throw them out, we kind of get to see if you want to keep one or two of them. And so this one is named Sans Idées, so 100 ideas. And this is a kind of wintry one. And there are some very, very nice costumes for children. So you have the little lion, you have the snail. And the one I want to do for my daughter is this really gorgeous little bird costume. So yeah, I really love how it looks. I think she would look so cute in a costume like this. She's 19 months old, so it will be hopefully something quite quick to make because obviously she's much more little than this girl here. So yeah, I had the tutorial, but my daughter played with it, and I wonder if it hasn't been thrown in the trash at some point. So I'm just going to get inspired by the images to make that. And so I made a little model to make the scales for the wings, and yeah, for the feathers. And I bought a whole bunch of fabric. I wanted to find some thrifted fabric to make this, but sadly I didn't find anything that looked good and that was big enough for me to cut into it. And I found this solution. I spent something like 20 euros for all the stuff that I found. So these are the fabrics. So we have an orange, green, bright pink, yellow and blue. And I also have some bias so that I can make the finishes. So it's in this really soft pink, but I think it will mix very well with the rest of it. And I have some thread to sew everything. So I'm going to begin by cutting samples, sorry, by cutting the feathers. And they kind of use, I don't know how it's said in English, but in French it's feutrine. But it's kind of a plasticky material, and I wanted something which would be kind of better for the environment, because I don't know what's going to happen to this costume once it's used. I'm going to probably gift it to my little niece, who is 1 year younger than my daughter, so it will probably be used for next carnival. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to it afterwards, so at least I wanted something kind of 100% natural fibers so that it can have another life if it's recycled one day. So yeah, I'm going to make cut this double and then sew it together so that there are no particles who could fly away from the fabric. I don't know if it's from the finished costume. I don't know if it's clear, but you're going to see it. So let's get going. So I had to take a pause of a few days because my mom was here and I was spending some time with her. So here's what I've got so far. So I've sewn all of my little scales to put on the costume, and now I am going to cut the edges here, and I'm going to flip it so that the seams go inside of it, so it will look like little scales, well-defined scales, hopefully. Then I will what's the word? Comment dire au passé? I have to look for this word. Okay. And I'm going to iron them so that they are all flat and looking nice and neat. And then I'm going to make just a little thing like this so that it makes them look like a circle, and this will create the wings and the feathers. And then I will put different layers of different colors. I think you can begin to see how this will look in the end. But yeah, it's going to look nice. I'm sorry, this is a very poor demonstration, but I think this is really going to look nice once it's finished. So I'm gonna get going with that, and I'll see you later. I feel like this really looks like some feathers, so I think this is going to look great once it's assembled correctly. So I'm going to sew it here first. Each row I'm going to sew together, and then I am going to iron each one of them, and then I will sew them together. And I will have only afterwards a little finishing bias here and there, and then I will have to make the second wing, and it's going to look great. I'm very happy with how it's looking so far. So yeah, let's continue. The lighting is kind of terrible, but how cute does this look? I really love it. It still has this kind of flowy, feathery thing going on. And I made this little lining, which I really like, the pinky color. I think it looks really great. I voluntarily switched both colors here and there because I thought this looked better in some kind of way. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it this way. And I lined this because behind it it's kind of messy and I wouldn't want my daughter to catch her fingers into it. So I just have to hand sew the lining on the last row of feathers, and then we will have one of two made. So then I will just have to repeat the process for the other one. But I'm really glad I did this. This took me, I began at, yeah, this took me almost 3 hours to make. So that's a lot of time, but I'm really having a lot of fun doing this, and I think I'm going to end up with some scrappy bits, and I'm thinking maybe doing some kind of tote bag or something. I think this would really look nice to have as a bag too. So yeah, I'm going to finish this one and then I'm going to wake my daughter up because she's napping right now. And yeah, I'll finish this either tonight or tomorrow or at another time. But it looks so great. I'm really happy about that. So yeah. It's way too late for me to be filming. I think this is like midnight or something. My phone battery just died and I am putting the last touch on my daughter's little costume. And I know this is crazy to be like working on this so late in the night, but the 17th is the carnival is tomorrow, and I'm just having so much fun making this. I'm actually sewing the button at this time. So yeah, what I've done is I bought this little top. I wasn't able to find any top without any writing on it, so this says Mommy's Love. So yeah, I would have preferred it not to have anything on. At first I planned to sew something on it, but it's too late for that, so I'm just not gonna do it. And I've put little buttons on it, and what I'm gonna do is just clip it like this so that she can put it off whenever she wants. And I'm going to put a little elastic on the end of the sleeve so that I want her to be able to remove the costume if she doesn't want to wear it anymore, and also be able to have her coat put on. So I will remove the buttons to be able to put her coat on. So yeah, I'm all for costumes and things, but I also don't want my daughter to feel uncomfortable because she's a little girl and I don't want her to be bothered with any costume or anything her mommy makes for her to look funny or pretty or all costumey or anything. So yeah, I'm really making this for my own fun and I don't want it to be bothering my child. So yeah, I've shown this to you like 3,000 times, so I'm just going to stop because I'm tired and I'm going to sew the last button and the elastics on, and then I will go to sleep, and I will make some better shots of the finished objects later on. And with this, I am ending this video with some pictures and videos of the finished costume, and if I manage to have some footage of my daughter without you seeing her face, I will film this so that you can have an idea of what this looks like on her. And with that, I wish you a very nice week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, crafting!